Part 2 of the moving vlog. We finally got power. I'm beyond excited about that. And the big long span shelving was delivered. We're a bit worried it was missing some boxes, but I checked everything and it turns out it's all there. I put it together myself, and this is what it looks like when it's assembled. I forgot to get a video of me actually doing it. Yeah, I was freaking out slightly in the studio at home, dancing and listening to Idols, just in case you're interested. Didn't realize I left that in. Yeah, so packing up a whole bunch of stuff. This is the Halloween work in progress. And if you make a lot of melt and pour, you'll know that often it's easy just to, use the same containers over and over again until you need to wash them. So they were just going in their own individual bags, clearly marked. Here's some of the things I need to pack up. This is finished goods. I was just taking this myself. That wasn't going to go with my friends helping me move the following day. Some of the raw materials. You can see I've been trying to wear down my supplies, so I, didn't have too much to take. Big pile of recycling. That's the cabinet that we're not sure how to move yet. And this is some soap that I'm just going to transport in the mold, and then I'll cut it once I'm actually at the new location. That was plum pudding, black cat. And here's some of the Christmas soaps and some Halloween soap. I love this table. Can't get rid of it, even though it's really impractical. That's my soap stamper. In case you haven't seen it, you can get one from Laser Cuts. They're in the UK. It's really handy. All of my soap odds and ends, they become samples in orders just for free. So I keep them in separate bags. Oh yeah, that is an ice scoop, and it's incredible for scooping out hard coconut oil. Okay, the actual moving day. I got up really early because I still had a bunch of ordinary tasks to do, like stamping and beveling some soap. That's Golden Dawn. You can see that overnight I've cleared out most of what needed to go that day. That was, on those metal stainless steel benches. There's my husband disassembling them for me so they could be moved a little bit easier. Same with the baker's trolleys. They had to have their wheels taken off and stuff. And everything's been cleared out at this stage. We've got both the car and the van, packed to the gills, and our friend's car is packed up really, really well, really, full. And here we are at the warehouse, just starting to bring everything in. It took a lot of trips. It was mildly chaotic because, I just didn't quite know where to put anything. So I was just telling everyone to just kind of chuck it in this particular corner. And eventually we started putting things on the shelves too. My husband's back there just reassembling the baker's trolleys for me. We actually lost one of the covers. That's my friend back. We lost one of the covers in the move, and we ended up finding it a few days later. So we fixed up the baker's trolley, and now it's got a proper cover on the wheel. Brad's in there putting together all the tables for me, making sure they're all balanced, which was really awesome. And Tony as well. And so we just tried to do a quick one that day. Didn't want to take up too much of their time. And the next day was a family day in the warehouse because I needed Brad's help again, so we had to bring our kiddo along. She gets pretty bored, hence the iPad. And there was some, furniture and stuff that he still had to put together for me. So that's partly why, they're there. That's the little printer table that he was assembling for me then. My daughter gave me a Mentos. Very nice. I love Mentos. Yum. Oh yeah, that is a very heavy container of labels. I can't even pick it up. That's when we fixed up the baker's trolley that was missing the little foot cover. You can just see them there. They were the grey things. My beautiful table. It's impractical and low, but I love it and I can't get rid of it. It's too nice. Look at those legs. Hello. I've been avoiding actually getting on camera and filming anything because I don't have a microphone for this camera yet, and I, figured in this great big echoey space you wouldn't be able to hear me too well, but now everything's mostly moved in. It's definitely not organised, but it's in. I thought maybe the echo won't be quite so bad. So I'm going to take you on a little tour of where we're at as of now. It's, it's still kind of chaos, but at least things are like in the premises. All right, so behind me is the roller door, and we're just looking straight down into the premises. We've got a cardboard pile of doom there, which is waiting to be taken to the recycle centre. And then, let's see, shipping boxes and stuff off to this side. That's not all of them, I wish it was. The long span shelving, this has kind of got everything at the moment. It's a mixture of labels and finished goods and tools and equipment and all that kind of stuff. It's got to be organised, but it just made sense when we had people helping us on Saturday to get it straight into, shelving rather than have it on the floor. Other approximate categories here are labels and some, packing materials. There's Dolly that my daughter was having a great time rolling around pretending to be Superman. Crates. This is a great big oil melter that I've not even unboxed yet. I get mine from AU Wax Melters because I like that they're water jacketed. I think direct heat's probably okay with soy, but yeah, with oils I'm a little bit more, into the whole water jacket thing. There's another angle, the shelving. It probably doesn't look that big on camera, but it's actually 6 meters across. I don't know what that is in feet, you probably have to work it out, but I thought it was going to be a lot. I'm honestly surprised how much my cabinets at home in my studio were, taking, because everything that's here right now has come from my home studio. It just is absolutely crazy to think that it'll fit in, but yeah, I'm going to need extra shelves. That's not going to be enough. The extra shelves are going to have to go in this space here because I really don't think I've got enough. Having said that though, some of these boxes are old moulds and things that I'm not going to use anymore, and they do have to be sold or donated. So I'm going to do that before I commit to any more shelves, just to get a feel for how much space I really have. This will become the curing area. That'll be probably soap cutting as well as, wrapping and shrinking and labelling. And this is just going to be like a little break area. Break room kind of thing. Somewhere to sit and have my lunch. It doesn't look like it, but this is eventually going to be the photography area. This cabinet came with the property, and it was probably old in the 50s, honestly, and it's all chipboard inside. So I don't dare put anything soap tool related in here. This would just be for like photography type things. But the general idea is that I put some type of, fabric or surface or whatever there, and then I can Velcro my boards and stuff to the back, and that'll become quite a nice space to start filming more, reels and TikToks and product photography and all that sort of stuff. Some of my tripods, I seem to collect them. Let's see, that's the bathroom in there. It's been cleaned thoroughly. Boy, oh boy, did I have to get into that room and clean it. It's great now though. And this is going to be the manufacturing area. Don't mind these boxes, I'm taking them back with me to pack up my fragrance oils, which is actually, now that I say it, yeah, still a large part of what I need to bring over. Don't have them yet. Yeah, and then the manufacturing area. So it's a mess. I've pretty much just like split boxes up into, I know that this is like oils and butters and basically raw materials that I need to make product. So it's all just in this general area, along with moulds, work in progress, jugs and containers and stuff that I use. And yeah, this is going to be the next few hours work for me, I think. I'm going to put on some music and just try and get stuck into this place and get some order in this chaos. More unpacking. It's really I'm glad that I did these vlogs, because even though I'm like 30 days behind most of this occurring when I'm editing this right now, it's already looking much better, compared to this, and I'd forgotten what it looked like so much, you know. I was sort of more used to how it looks now. So the time I took setting all this up, I've already realized that I put everything on the wrong side, because part of the challenge of this space is that the PowerPoints are quite sparse, and I think eventually I'll have to get a Sparky out and get some new PowerPoints put in. But I'd set things up with the expectation that the PowerPoints on the walls actually worked. Apparently, you know, apparently my bad, because why would an electrical socket actually work, right? So I actually have to take everything out of these metal tables and switch them around, because I don't actually have power in this space. This was where I was meant to be doing most of my actual making, but yeah, the switch doesn't work. I spent so long putting this together. I'm gonna have to change it all now. But anyway, I do have another vlog that'll be out much sooner than this one is. You won't have to wait quite so long. I just didn't want to actually record everything in the one video. I wanted to split it up a little bit, because who's going to watch a 30-minute video? I think even 14 minutes is too long. But yeah, thanks for watching this one, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the next.